Hello and welcome to the show. We are here today on Forza Motorsport for some multiplayer racing. Now for this session, we were going to be using B-Class cars from the 1950s and 60s. However, the tyres couldn't exceed 255 in terms of width, otherwise it generally just becomes muscle cars only because they have massive tyres. And they had to be on street tyres, which means, well, a lot of power. A lot of power was going in these vehicles. My Datsun had 415 horsepower from a V8. And, well, it basically turned most of our cars into some form of terrible death trap. For our first race, we have a nice spot on the grid. I'll take it. We are at the Indianapolis GP circuit. Hopefully, I mean, we are pretty quick accelerating in the Datsun. My concerns are ultimate top speed. It might struggle a little bit. It hasn't quite got the aero as some of these other cars, and it is a real handful. That is a Ferrari not stopping. The Aston Martin, the Ferrari, I don't know. I was busy dealing with the Aston Martin. The Ferrari ended up across the inside of the corner or not. Probably on the line it was heading at, but I'm not completely sure. Either way, we are kind of in this little group. Now, I've got to be careful. This Datsun is not an easy car to drive here. Whoa, and it really does get launched around sometimes. Got to be careful with the curbs. It's very light, it's very fast, very powerful, of course. But yeah, the curbs, they can really upset the vehicle. Longboat is going to defend that inside through there. We are not got that section right. Ugh, definitely don't want to do that. My car will not handle all of that particularly well. Now, use the Datsun's acceleration, hopefully, to get away from a little Maserati. The Porsche at the front of the field is coming under fire, and it might be about to lose the lead of the race there. Oh, that's too much on the turn-in. Down there. Now, will the Porsche... In theory, the Porsche might be quite good. It's not going to have a crazy amount of power, but it might be quite good in a straight line. Good aerodynamics, of course. Well, can we get some speed around that final corner? Maybe-ish, sort of. About sums up. That does sum up the Datsun. Maybe-ish, sort of, has gone on around there. We can outrun the Maserati down the straight. We are catching the cars ahead as they all go across. Don't really know where to brake in a vehicle like this for turn number one. We get it slowed just about. We all get a little. We're actually quite good under brakes down there. Can we look for a way past those ahead of us? Not quite. I'm going for a good exit out of here, which, I mean, we manage a decent exit. It's not quite going to be enough, though, to be realistically looking for a way past the Corvette. Here comes the power of the Datsun. We've got a V8 in this. It can certainly shift, and we will have a go to the inside of Longbow. Not quite brave enough under brakes down there. We saw it was good into turn one. I wasn't quite sure how far I could push it under braking, and yeah, Longbow was a little braver. We will learn, though, next time around. You know, we will be a little bit later on the brakes if we get an equally good run. So Shadow's got a lot of speed. Shadow's got a lot of speed in the twisty section, but struggles a little bit compared to the top end of, well, the four in front. We're all quite fast down the straights, it would seem. No one's really escaping anywhere at the moment. Hordes is still very much under threat from that Porsche. I've got to be wary of the Maserati, although I don't think it can match me for straight line speed. The Datsun lights up the rear tyres a little bit through the final corner. Okay, come on Datsun, get in the draft, and we will pull slightly on the Maserati there. But it is a difficult one. I'm still not completely sure where I need to brake. I am pretty much braking based on the cars around me, which is a dangerous habit to get into, because it's a dangerous habit to get into because when you start doing that, it's an easy trap to fall in, especially when learning track with this car, for example. If we suddenly find ourselves past Longboat, then suddenly I have to start figuring out where I need to brake. Scotty battling with Horse is helping stop the Aston Martin from getting too far away. And we've got a 6-car breakaway, big 6-car breakaway up at the front here. Yeah, I'm just not confident enough with the Datsun, I think, is what's kind of letting me down here. it is very dicey. It is very dicey in places. We've actually gone very well through the infield section this lap around. Longbow's all out of sorts through that, although I had to have a couple of bites at trying to get turned in. I was very quick through the midfield, and then just heading down this section, it took a couple of goes at getting the car turned in the first time it didn't want to stick. And that has cost me a little bit of ground. But Scotty and Hordes were having a really big fight, so it's not actually cost us all that much. Shadow is right behind us looking, but has got sort of stuck with the I can't pass the faster straight line speed car. All final corner. Hordes is a little wide, as is Longbow. This could be a good opportunity for both me and Scotty if we get good runs onto start-finish straight. Datsun draws alongside. Datsun with crazy straight line speed is going off after the Porsche, and Aston Martin up ahead. We will get on the brakes for turn number 1. The Maseratis had a go and overshot a little bit through all of that. We will get on the power. Maserati couldn't quite pull it up in time, and we'll have to settle for that 5th place for now, although there will be more opportunities. This has been quite a mad race so far. It's been an exciting one, I will give it that. Will we be close enough at the end of this straight to have a look? I'm not sure. I'm not thinking quite yet. I don't know if we have ultimately got the pace. Hordes is having to defend, which is certainly helping bring the Datsun into contention here. Scotty's going to have a look there. Oh, it's a really difficult pass because you don't necessarily expect it. It's quite a late, sudden move that you go for, and yeah, if you're not looking back as you go into that braking zone, there's a good chance you wouldn't even notice a car is having a go down there. Hordes is a little wide. The Aston Martin is, it's clinging on at the moment to that lead. Datsun is definitely coming to join the party if it can. We're going to slide a little bit through the final corner. All right, sit in the draft, don't make any silly mistakes. We might be ready to pounce if and when we need. It's just stretched out a little bit. Now we've got past Longbow, we're just pulled away a tiny bit. I can't actually see the braking boards anymore because the nameplates are in the way. That is a distinctly video gamey problem. And it's a distinctly video game problem with that style of braking boards. Or we got crossed up on the exit of turn 1, and that is the thing with the Datsun trying to push this car. It is not easy. It's not always the most cooperative of cars, and it's just lost us a few tenths there. We could have done without that. Just got unsettled all the way through turn 1. And we're just out of a rhythm now. We're going to pull away a little bit from Longbow down here, which is fine, which is helpful for us. We will attack the curb through there. Both cars ahead were a little bit wide now. I've got to be neat and tidy with this change of direction, which we have been. Come on, Datsun. Settle, please. Please settle somewhere through here. Longbow is all over the back of us. The Datsun just would not settle. Scotty might have found a way to get past. We are struggling with oversteer here. Longbow is going to sweep around the outside. I just seem to have ran out of grip all of a sudden in the Datsun. I think I'm probably overdriving it a little bit, trying to catch the cars ahead. And we've just lost a rhythm, and we've been sliding around a little bit too much here. Oh, God. Yeah, it's got really sketchy, and I'm not quite sure why. I'm thinking I'm just trying to push it too hard, trying to catch the cars ahead. Maybe the pace is picking up. We really struggled with that lap. It just all went wrong at that point, which I'm not quite sure why. But, yeah. Oh. Okay, we have got it turned for the first corner. Now, let's see if we can find a way back past the Corvette. It's a little bit dicey all the way through here. My best bet is on the exit of this corner, get a good run. We might be able to get the Corvette into the next one. We know we've got great speed down here. We've fired the car off there nicely. Will Longbow go defensive? They do not go as defensive as I was expecting them to. We are going to put the Datsun to the inside. We're going to make it difficult, and this time we do outbrake the Corvette. There was a little bit of gamesmanship there, like a perfectly legit pass. I got on the brakes, we kind of drew alongside Longbow, and I just lifted off the brakes. Not fully, just enough. Oh, Scotty tried to get around the outside, has just ran out of road, has looked every which way for a way past that Aston Martin. I need to make sure we don't let there be a way for a Corvette to sneak back past on us through these final couple of corners. Yeah, if I could have not had just a bad lap at a critical point. Oh, the Datsun really wanted to slide all the way through there. Longbow with a good final corner. Bloody hell, that was hard work. Dear God, that was hard work. We had a quick car. It was just so difficult to drive it at that pace consistently. Oh, Horns takes victory. Scotty is second. We would get on the podium in third ahead of Longbow's Corvette. Shadow and, well, we saw Shadow and Javi just fell a little bit back in all of that. Kaplan's DBS climbed up to 7th, not too far away in terms of pace. Vante's Firebird actually also wasn't too far away. Good Lord, that thing was some of the hardest I have ever worked to keep a car on the roads. Oh, yeah, we had one bad lap. One bad lap, and it probably cost us a chance at a victory in that. Jesus, that was quite something, but I will take it. Well done to Scotty and Hordes as well. They had one hell of a battle going on in front of us too, throughout that. Ooh, we are quite a long way back. we are quite a long way back for race number 2. Yeah, it's from 20th on the grid. The Nurburgring GP circuit might not be terrible for me though. The Datsun's got decent grip, and it likes the stop-start corners, which will potentially be quite good here. Well, I would have liked to have not had to go across the grass, but if I kept going straight, we would have murdered a Longbow. Yeah, there was very little space. Unfortunately, someone's gone for a spin in the middle of that corner. I am kind of a little bit stuck in this cluster of cars. Oh dear. Hey, Grumples. It's very, very hectic. It's very hectic through here. Shadow out a little bit wide. I think it's just about shuffled itself around. Oh God, don't know where I need to break down here for the various cars around me, really. Ollie is going to have a look to the inside. The Austin does not have the grip to make that one work. Okay, we're out of the melee. We've come out in 12th place. We have got Ollie's vehicle behind us. Will we be able to do anything about the Aston Martin? I don't know. Well, there was a big battle behind us. I mean, if we're going to... Most of the cars we outrun in the acceleration zone. That's where we're making our passes work. The Aston Martin might have some pretty good acceleration, so it might be difficult to do that on it here. These next couple of corners are probably the corners where I struggle slightly more. We're not so good. Admittedly, these aren't crazy fast, but yeah, the higher speed corners is where we struggle. We've got Alfa Romeos all over the back of us. It's going to have a look. Oh God, there's a Scotty to the inside. I did not know that was there. Ugh. We got a little bit... God, we got very spooked by a Porsche suddenly turning up in the middle of that corner. Christ, that Porsche has got crazy mid-corner speed. It is very light. Probably not a massive surprise there. We will get on the brakes for the chicane for the first time. There is a lot of cars stacking up behind us. Right, let's get on the power, fire the Datsun off the chicane. That's what we need. I say that's where we need to be good, and that is where we are good. We can build just a little bit of a gap here. We're up to 10th by the end of the first lap. We will launch it off the final corner as well. Right, okay, let's sort of go for a bit of a... I say of a mental reset. Not 100% sure where I need to break down for this first corner, particularly. There, did a decent enough job. I sense an Alfa Romeo is going to be to the inside. The Alfa Romeo got a very big slide and cannot quite hold it. Now, I should point out for this race, the weather is set to variable. It's dry at the start, which means it's very likely going to absolutely piss it down at some point. How wet it's going to get, though, I do not know. It could be minor. It could be very heavy rain. It really depends on what the Forza gods decree in this one. The Dino, well, I say, got a little bit of a nudge. We're going to try around the outside of Longbow here. If I can hold this, Longbow sliding we might be able to just slot the Datsun through, which we do. We will fire it off the corner. That's a couple of places, which is good. The Corvette's trying to defend from the Alfa Romeo. It's about as aggressive as you'll get away with from the Corvette there. We will run around the hairpin and try and launch car. So Gliska leads the way, has a big lead at the moment actually. Has got away from all of the craziness in this, which is very helpful when you can do it. Are we going to be able to get past the Toyota here? We're going to go to the wrong side of it, kind of, up here. You can do this pass, it's difficult though. Do I want to try? Because if we can hold it here, we're on the inside for the next corner, which we do. And we have got the Datsun past another car. Ewan's having a big battle with someone up ahead, don't quite know who. We will launch our Datsun down towards the chicane. Now the Mini, will it have the grip to hold a tight line? It does. We've just got the straight line speed that we can soar past the Mini. We will get on the brakes into the chicane. The Mini will not stop in time. And, oh no, don't do that. Don't do that with the Datsun. Some cars you'll get away with it. The Datsun is not one of them vehicles. It is very, very bouncy. I absolutely hated that. Okay. Important lessons being learned. Don't do that one. Right, here comes the rain. It has started raining here at the Nurburgring. It doesn't look like it's going to be a small shower, does it, this one, unfortunately. Whoa. Okay, wasn't going for a pass there. Got caught out by how early the E-Type was on the brakes. Had to change that into a pass, which was, yeah, never going to be great. Now, I don't think I have anything to answer to the fair lady's Ed. It's got bigger front tyres. So the 255s were the limit for tyres here. That has 255 fronts, which I don't have and not many cars do. So that one there will certainly have more front-end grip. Now, I will probably have more acceleration than it, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to... Jesus, it's got so wet so quickly here. Yeah, there is just... Whoa, that is a horrific rain all of a sudden. Not really what I was wanting. I say not really what I was wanting, not what I want for the Datsun. The E-Type has found its way back past Ewan, who's now really struggling with the MG as the rain has come, you know, pouring down here. We're going to have a go to the inside because the MG cannot get on the brakes as late as me or the fair lady for that matter. Right. Let's get on the power, exit of the hairpin. Gliska continues to lead with a good 7-second margin over us. I mean, I don't think we're getting to the top 3 at the moment. Even if we didn't have the very fast fair lady's Ed behind us, I just don't think we're catching the top 3. We're going to have a go to the inside. Difficult spot to get past done. That because you do tend to overshoot on the exit. Oh, and our car sat up on the AstroTurf. Something horrible through all of that. Hordes has just got the grip. Oh, on the outside, and I just don't. Yeah, we just slid. Well, I just don't have the grip in the car. We were on a bit of a wonky line there. Hey, Ewan. Ewan's a lot like me. Does not have very much grip whatsoever here. Oh, Ewan's not stopping for the chicane. We do get ourselves stopped this time around. Hordes has got it wrong going through the chicane there. Got themselves bobbled wide. I mean, we can have a look, but say it won't matter. What we can do here is we can slow Hordes down slightly mid-corner, and then my hope is we can outrun them down the straight. That would be the goal. I don't think we're quite good. I don't know. Here it goes. Here comes the speed. Here comes the speed of the Datsun, but it's going to be too little, too late. Oh, I am going to struggle. We're not going to make that. We're going to end up murdering someone. So we can do the slight cheesy. I mean, we lose time doing it. It's just so we don't murder and ruin Scotty's and the Jag. I'm not sure who's driving the Jag in this one. Their race on that one, because yeah, I was just too late and was not getting stopped. Did not account for the wet weather on that one. Now we will get off that section quite nice. I think I'm upshifting too late with this car. The Jag's doing a great job of holding everybody off. It fended me off for a while and has dropped me back to this. It repassed Ewan when Ewan had issues. So the Jag kind of works in the rain here. I think we are all faster, but we are struggling to find a way past in this. Longbow will soon be with us. Well, potentially, if we continue to fight like this. Impega has got to the front of the field. There is some, I say, slightly earlier braking needed and going on. Hordes has got the fair lady past in this one. Oh, there's a little bit of a contact between Scotty and Ollie in that. 3 wide to the S's is madness. 3 wide is absolute madness through there. Well done for Scotty for making that one work. If they can carry any speed on the exit, Hordes has then almost immediately thrown away all that hard work in the fair lady through that section. Scotty and Ollie continue to battle. Hordes is determined to throw away that position and has now done. I'm going to guess that car doesn't like curves. The E-Type's got everybody again. It's absolutely ridiculous, this race. It's fantastic. We're back involved. I'm terrified of my car at this point. It is absolutely ridiculous here. We are on to the brakes for the chicane. Scotty has got it past, but they're not quite got it on the exit. I try and get my car fired off the corner, can't do it. There's just no space for us to go there because, well, it was just a wall of cars in front of us. Right, final corner. One more lap around. Let's not make the same error into turn 1 as we did last time. We got the final corner nicely, faster than Longbow. Ollie is quicker in a straight line than the 3 ahead of them. I am quicker, but we are going to have to be on the brakes down towards this first corner. The Jag is having a good look around the outside. It is, I mean, it's 5 cars covered by fractions of a second here. Hordes has got, we know Hordes has got great grip on the inside. I'm just not going to be able to make that one work. We put the car up on the AstroTurf again. Oh, don't do that. Please get turned, Datsun. We're going to take a little bit of a funky line through here, but it should be good for the exit, especially if they're all fighting one another. We will fire the Datsun off there, but I can't get the traction quite in the rain to do what I want to. Longbow is not far away there. The E-Type is still gamely hanging on here. The Porsche's had a go. It's gonna it's gonna lose out to Ollie. Ollie was in the right place at the right time for that one. Porsche is struggling for grip, being out of position. The Jag's got such good mid-corner speed in all of this. We've got off the turn fantastically because we were not involved in the shenanigans that was going on there. Scotty, oh god, came across a little bit under brakes there, I think, trying to get to the inside. This has been a ridiculous race. It's been great fun. No one has any grip here. We have got off of the hairpin. We are hopefully going to outrun the Jag up towards the S's, but I'm not sure. Can we hold this? Oh, we can. There's leaning going on, but I think we're clear. Here comes Longbow now to the outside. There's not quite going to be any room for that one, and we're going to have to take it nice and easy in the middle of the road there because we're on a funky line. So yeah, just be careful through that section. Oh, there's still a couple more corners to go. Come on, Datsun. I mean, I think in all of the battling, I think we have, okay, the fight behind us has thankfully made us relatively safe from Longbow. Unless there's any shenanigans afoot ahead of us here, I don't think we are going to have any realistic chances of getting past these cars. I know I can't really be that aggressive through the chicane. Looks like Longbow has come out of that one in 8th. What an absolutely insane race that one was. Yeah, the Datsun, well, the Datsun might have been okay at this track in the dry. The rain, it just got away from us. The rain, it was difficult. Fair play to everybody, really, in that one. The E-Type put up one hell of a battle in that. We really did have to work very, very hard to get past. Impega took victory with the Gullwing from Gliska in second with the Mark II Jag. Rusky was third with it. The Gullwings got the podium locked down. Yeah, that was an absolutely ridiculous race that we were stuck in the middle of. Oh, I just couldn't. I couldn't quite get to grips with the Datsun there. It was fast. It was just tough. It was just so tough to keep control of it. But yeah, very, very good entertainment. Oh, bloody hell. I need to lie down after that. So, there we have it. Some very exciting racing, that is for sure. The Datsun was very quick. I struggled to drive it a little bit. Truth, this is not my style of car, and I did struggle to get the most out of what was a very, very fast car in this. A couple of little errors from it. It certainly didn't enjoy the rain in the dry. Yeah, it was a monstrously quick car. It was good fun. You know, this was a good fun session of racing. And yeah, I'm pleased enough with my build. That, though, is going to be it for this video. If you would like to take part in the next one of these, you can via our Discord. There'll be a link in the description. Find the Versity Community sign-up section, and you can register to take part in there. That, though, is going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.